Hello, class. My name is Alexander Shaheen. I go by Alex, and today I'm going to be talking about why clean air relates to us, and not just college students, as in us, as in the parents, the family, everyone as a whole as a community, because it goes further more than just air smelling bad. It goes towards causing health issues down the line. So, yeah, let's get started. So, what exactly is clean air? Because the term clean air for the first time does sound somewhat broad. So, basically, it's air that has no harmful levels of pollution, or if not any pollution, but sometimes it's not always the case. And the air itself should smell fresh and clean, as if it smells like nothing. They say it's supposed to smell somewhat like water or like laundry, just something like a pleasant smell, clean, like as if nothing, just nothing. So that's basically the sum of what clean air exactly is. It's mainly related to the Earth's climate and status of ecosystem globally. So let's go to the next slide. So why is polluted, also known as bad air, harmful for us? So you see the man choking. That actually can happen if you're just exposed to it for so long. Like some of the research I was doing in other countries such as India and China, they say that the young kids it starts inflamming, and like makes their neck like inflamed, like just from the pollution itself. So yeah, so it's harmful. It's harmful for us because it leaves a foul. Oh, not only does it leave a foul odor, but the air can cause someone to become very sick and ill due to the fact polluted air contains dust and just parts of just bacteria spreading, floating throughout the air, and it can affect lung development and the particles in the air. That's the word I was looking for earlier in the second bullet point. The that particles in the air are able, unfortunately, to constrict the circulation of blood vessels, causing an increase in high blood pressure and lead to stroke. Actually, a big reason why I chose this topic is due to the fact that my uncle, who used to work in a factory, and basically in those you see in the movies with the factory with the smoke coming out the top, like he was working there, he had a stroke, and that doctor told him that it was triggered. That was also a big reason why a stroke was triggered, and I'm not gonna get to the details, of course, but yeah, due to the bad pollution in the air after so long just being in it for just very consistently just being exposed to it, it eventually caught up to him. So that's also why I wanted to mention the reason why I chose this topic. So why does it happen and what causes this? So pollution is the main factor to why the air is to be known as dirty air, bad air. It becomes polluted or known as dirty air, like I was just saying, of course. And pollution is caused by human activities such as emissions from motor vehicle. So you just driving your car to the gym, your girlfriend's house, your grandma's house, school, wherever, just using gas from a motorcycle, gas powered vehicle of some sorts. The fumes from a chemical production, such as a factory, as you see in the picture here, you'll see like in a movie with the bad part of town with the smoke coming out of the factory. So that pollution is actually that air is producing it to become pollution in the air, releasing toxins. Unfortunately, for us to breathe in some areas. Luckily, it's changing. So natural events and causes such as wildfire. So yeah, it's not just pollution is not just made by us harming the environment, in just normal day to day things like driving, things like that in a gas powered car, and it's also caused by fires. The just it just the even the natural things burning causes pollution and dirty air as well. And also, same with climate change is a big reason to why it contributes to the cause and why it happens. So, can bad polluted air take place anywhere, or is limited to a certain city or state? And unfortunately, yes, it's able to happen anywhere. Polluted air, since the fact that it's environmental based, so it's not really just it won't happen in Europe. Will happen in China. It's just wherever. It happens due to the fact that humans and just natural things just still happen like all over the world. That's becoming clear. So cities are known to be a common place of polluted air compared to countries. For example, such as the city of New York, they have improved their air quality over the past few years, but it still contains pollutions that can affect health. And yeah, yeah, cities like Detroit, New York, LA's places with just a lot of retail, industrial, and also just a lot of. I'm gonna get to the next slide. Um, coming up, but yeah, just New York, just cities having retail and industrial things causing emissions and just more population, of course, in the cities compared to the country. So yeah, let's get to the next slide. Get over it more. Where does it take place most commonly? So this is in regards to the location of what causes it. I'm not speaking in regard to city in this specific slide. It commonly takes place in oil refineries, power plants, factories. Those are the main ones. It happens just also just from just your car itself, just broadly enough, just being in your car, your motorcycle, lawnmower. But yeah, those are the major ones right there. So it takes place more, like I was saying in the previous slide, it takes place more in cities compared to the country due to the common industrial factories and population, while using motor vehicles compared to the country having, just documented less people on average, which will cause less people to, just have all the retail industrial factories producing, just harmful emissions throughout the air. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, so why is it important to keep the air clean? For a few reasons, but I'm gonna get to the common ones right here. First, bad air can lead to health issues such as respiratory issues, heart disease, cancer, and chances of a stroke. Like I was saying, that was part of the reason why I chose this topic in the beginning of my presentation here. I had a family member who had a stroke, and it was triggered due to the pollution in the air, as what was said. And the polluted air can inflame growing kids and young adults. So yeah, not only does it affect college students, just adults, it really does affect the kids because they're still young and developing a little bit more, like just premature compared to like, when you compare to get older, if that makes any sense. And it affects their ability to fight off infections, being exposed to polluted air as well. And like I said, it can inflame their throats. Yeah, so polluted air can lead to stunting a person's growth also by impairing their respiratory system. That was a pretty surprising fact. I didn't know. I never would have thought in a million years that, without doing this project, of course, that polluted air can lead to stunting a child's growth or a young teenager's growth. I was actually researching as well. If you went high school, comparing China to like places even like in America, and it's like they're pretty off the numbers of them. If that helps compare. So yeah, so the ethics and integrity portion of this. So I want to talk about how China was affected by the overusage of industrial factories and pollution. So as you can see in the air, it looks almost fake, but this is actually a real life picture. Um, I think it's yeah, it's like South China. I think it said. But anyway, so China was affected by the overusage of industrial factories and pollution, as you see in the air. And Derek who was writing the the article I was using for my research, he stated that very very interesting and very unfortunate. The air population is still responsible for 2 million deaths in China per year. This is not speaking about yesteryear in the 1980s. They're talking about even now in present day. Like we still see deaths in China just due to the air quality being pretty poor, as you can see in the air. So this especially was caused by like the common is mainly by industrial things. So by coal power plants, household fuel and gas transportation, things like that. But it just the population is there. It's not as common to have electric powered utilities and cars over there as you would think. I was very surprised and shocked. Actually said that in the research I was doing in the article I'm going to leave in my works cited. And yeah, so the reason solutions to keeping the air clean. I'm sure you've seen, unless you're under a rock, you've seen Teslas driving all over the place, very popular. The Cybertruck becoming popular. So yeah, so the usage of electric cars and less gas powered cars, such as like the just a Ford versus Ford truck compared to a Tesla, it's very eco friendly, of course. So they passed a bill that by 2035 that it'll be prohibited to purchase a car that emits gas. So basically, a non-electric car, in short. So more electric-powered vehicles, like I said, are a big help. And it's actually documented that electric-powered tools, as I was saying in the earlier part of this slide, that electric-powered, utilities and tools have also increased the air quality compared to the times when they weren't commonly used or just available to purchase at all. So, reducing less toxic emissions from industrial buildings, such as a factory, is being done in numerous parts of the world. They're trying. In my research, I was seeing that they're trying to convince China to move, relocate. That's the word they use. Relocate their factories and spread them out more instead of having a bunch of them in one spot. So yeah, so big the eco-friendly electric, less non not less non-gas emitting utilities, cars, lawnmowers, things of that nature are being used more compared to gas to keep the air clean, to keep us all healthy and living well, right? That's why we're excited. And go back to this slide just for the picture. So I hope you guys enjoyed my slide. Hope this is informative in some way. And yeah, let me know what you think. And yeah, thank you.